I have a very quick Bitcoin update for you guys today, so let's get right into it. In our last update, we had outlined two resistance levels. The first one was this high at $95,000, but the second one was this daily imbalance at $98,000. And even though I said that a swing failure pattern above this high could offer a decent short position, the reason that I didn't love this setup is because too many people were shorting this uptrend in my opinion. And you can see that even though this high did offer a bit of resistance, price did end up coming back above it because again, in my view, too many people are shorting this uptrend. So with that said, with this high now taken, can Bitcoin finally give us a bigger retracement to the downside, or should you still expect higher prices? That's what I want to talk about in this update. Now, personally, very quickly, I have closed my long position that I had opened from $84,000 because the funding rate was getting a bit high on BTCC, so I had more fees to pay to keep it open. And overall, I think that I've made enough profits on this position so I can close it and just look for a new position. In any case, back to the charts, what can you expect next? Well, we have a lot of things to know to the downside. First of all, we have a new monthly candle, and as you can see, we don't have a wick to the downside yet. Then on the daily chart, this could also be seen as a wickless daily candle. So we already have two confluences to expect a retracement to the downside. Then if we go on the 4 hour, we have a 4 hour imbalance on this breakout, which is a sign of strength until lost. So as long as price remains above $95,000 pretty much, you can still expect higher prices. But if you lose that level, that's when you can expect a bigger retracement lower. But then you also have a double bottom at $92,800. And finally, if I remove these levels, you can see that we have a new monthly pivot at $89,000. So you can see that we have a lot of reasons to expect lower prices. We have ugly lows in my opinion, we have a wickless daily candle, we have a wickless monthly candle, and we have a lot of imbalances to potentially recover, and especially if we lose this 4 hour imbalance, then you can expect lower prices. So is a short position acceptable here? Well, of course, it depends on your risk tolerance. If you don't mind shorting here, I do believe that this is a decent trade. Personally, I'm not opening any shorts simply because, again, I believe that too many people are opening short positions right here. But if you do get that drop, this is still a very nice 6 to 1 RRR. And my first target would be $90,000 to $91,000. The support levels have been outlined in our last update. Now to the upside, I am still interested in the daily balance. So if I go on the daily chart, you can see it's right there. So if price is able to give us another leg up and I see more imbalances and strong reactions, then personally, honestly, this does remain my favorite setup for a short position. However, again, we already have a lot of imbalances to recover, especially on the 1 hour chart. This uptrend, if you go back on the 4 hour, is now getting a bit overextended. I mean, you have a pump, sideways but up, another pump, sideways but up, and now another pump to the upside. So at some point again, even though I still believe that too many people are opening short positions, you can expect a retracement to the downside, and then if we hit good support levels, then you can look for long positions for a reversal higher. And if you do get that drop, I will make a special altcoin update where I will cover all of the altcoins that I'm looking at and very strong support levels that could come into play. So with all of this in mind, that was mainly it for this update. As I said, this would be a very short one, so quick recap. Below us, we have a lot of reasons to expect at least a retracement to the downside. On the monthly chart, we have a wickless monthly candle. On the daily chart, we pretty much have a wickless daily candle. Then we have a monthly pivot at $89,000. And finally, in my opinion, we have pretty ugly lows right there around $92,800. However, one very important thing to note is that in my opinion, a lot of people are still shorting this uptrend, so that's why I'm not too interested in shorting right there. If we can get a move higher into our resistance, $98,000, then I might be more interested in short positions. And if we see the right reactions, then I might look for nice short positions for a bigger retracement to the downside. So as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.